Alright, let's get into it. What happens when a Thunder God recruits a movie star for an interdimensional brawl? Mortal Kombat II asks, what if the Oscars in a cage match had a messy, glorious baby?
I'm Emma, and I'm feeling curious and weirdly hyped today because when pop culture swings for the fences with magic amulets and revenant ninjas, I'm there front row with snacks.
So, let's talk. Mortal Kombat II, the 2026 sequel to the 2021 reboot, based on the legendary video game series from Ed Boon and John Tobias. It premiered in Hollywood in April and hit USF theaters in May. This one finally dives into the actual Mortal Kombat tournament and cranks up the lore. We're talking Edenia politics, Outworld power plays, Netherrealm nightmares, and a magical cheat code of an artifact called Shinnok's Amulet. Yes, Queen, it's a lot, but it's a total vibe.
Let me set the scene with a quick personal story. Years ago, I entered this high-stakes debate competition. Imagine a room full of blazer-clad sharks. I was the new face. I felt like Earthrealm walking into Outworld. The stakes were ridiculous. My coach was like, Emma, you don't need to fight every point. Pick your moments. Translate that. Use strategy, not volume. And I'm over here sweating through silk. Big yikes.
Round 1, I'm up against the reigning champ. She's basically Shao Kahn with flashcards. I'm rattled. I overtalk. I literally forget my closer. Epic fail. But then our team regroups. We played strengths. I take cross exams because I'm fast and petty in the best way. My teammate does long-form arguments because he's a monk in sneakers. By finals, we're synced. We don't bulldoze, we thread the needle and win. The lesson that still lives rent-free in my head: resilience and strategy beat raw muscle 9 times out of 10. That's Mortal Kombat 2 in a nutshell. It's not just who punches hardest, it's who plays the long game. Eli 5, Raiden, the Thunder God, is basically HR for Earthrealm. He and Sonya Blade recruit Johnny Cage, a Hollywood action star with a giant ego and actual hands, to fight Outworld's army led by Emperor Shao Kahn. Think the Olympics meets UFC, but arenas are in different dimensions. Earthrealm is our world, Outworld is the conquering empire. Edenia is a realm Shao Kahn stole, and the Netherrealm is, well, literal hell with a frequent flyer program. Timeline check. This is the middle chapter of a planned trilogy structure. The 2021 film set the board before the tournament. This one is the tournament. A third, announced in 2025 with Redder Jeremy Slater returning, is positioned to handle post-tournament fallout. Cute, because this sequel doesn't just do bouts, it does a heist inside a war inside a sport. Not me, but me. Important people alert. Simon McQuoid, the director, returns from 2021. He once said Johnny Cage's giant personality would have unbalanced the first movie, so he left him out then. Here, the ensemble is ready to handle that chaos. Jeremy Slater, the screenwriter, came in with a mandate to lean into the franchise's weirdness. More magic, more realms, more myth. If you're wondering who those are, McQuoid is the filmmaker shaping tone and action, and Slater is the writer dialing the eccentricity meter to 11. Casting flex. Carl Urban, the actor you know from The Boys and Dread, plays Johnny Cage, high-key perfect. Adeline Rudolph, a rising star you might know from genre TV, plays Kitana. Tati Gabrielle, who crushes morally gray roles, is Jade. And get this, Damon Harriman, who voiced Cable in 2021, now appears on screen as the necromancer Quan Chi. That role switch is such a franchise move, and it totally works here.
Oh, and the cameo T, Ed Boon, co-creator of Mortal Kombat the game, pops in as a bartender. For fans, that's like the designer of your favorite couture brand personally stitching your hem. Small moment, big signal. We see you, we honor the roots.
Here's why the movie hits different. It rebalances the roster with women in decisive roles. McQuoid promised more, and he delivered. Sonya Blade straight up kills Sindel. Jade's loyalty crisis becomes a pivot point. And Kitana's arc is a ride. Introduced serving Outworld while secretly spying for Raiden, she turns on Shao Kahn, strips him of immortality, kills him, and frees Edenia. That's not just girl boss energy, that's geopolitical regime change. Yes, Queen, indeed. Okay, let's move on to the spicy mechanics. Quan Chi binds Shinnok's amulet to Shao Kahn by draining most of Raiden's power into it. Kahn becomes unkillable. So the tournament becomes misdirection. Earthrealm has to pull a heist in the Netherrealm to smash the amulet first. And they send Johnny Cage and, wait for it, Kano, because he's so corrupt that Quan Chi literally can't further corrupt him. Honey, that is hilarious and terrifying. Speaking of curveballs, the twists are wild. Johnny beats Baraka, the Tarkatan leader, and somehow earns the tribe's help to sneak under Shao Kahn's palace. Kitana spares Johnny in round 1, against orders, which screams, I'm not your puppet. Jax beats Jade but spares her, which gets mirrored later when she helps the good guys. But the body count is real. Cole Young dies, Jax dies, and Liu Kang, the franchise poster child, gets fatally wounded, realizes he's not the chosen one, and literally turns into fire, vowing to rescue the fallen later. Tell me why that reveal shook the theater. Iconic subversion.
Meanwhile, in Hell's basement, Johnny and Kano, with help from the spirit of Hanzo Hasashi, that's basically the ghost of Scorpion and a reformed Jade, destroy the amulet. Shao Kahn is mortal again. Kitana finishes him. Idania is free, and Kitana becomes queen. Credits roll with the team prepping to use a captured Quan Chi to bring fallen champions back. Morally messy but strategically necessary. I'm obsessed.
Let's dissect the reception for a sec.
Critics were split. Glenn Kenny at the New York Times praised the eardrum-shattering, eye-popping spectacle. Owen Gleiberman at Variety called it an old-school video game trash extravaganza and dragged the story as sludgy. Simon Abrams at RogerEbert.com was like, love the grisly action when the talking stops. Audiences gave it a cinema score of B, down a notch from the last one's B+. Translation, poor fans ate the fights. The story was mid for some people.
So, the big question, did it actually embrace the promised weirdness? My take, yeah, it leans in. Revenants run politics, a destiny fake-out, and a heist that matters more than the bracket. Could the story gel cleaner? Totally. Some connective tissue is wobbly, but as a pop spectacle with mythic stakes, it slays. Mortal Kombat Soul has always been big feelings plus bigger fatalities, and the movie gets that assignment.
Behind-the-scenes quick props production kicked off in Australia in 2023 with Stephen F. Windon as cinematographer. Then the SAG-AFTRA strike hit and paused filming mid-year. They resumed that fall and wrapped by early 2024. Considering the chaos, the end product is surprisingly cohesive. It's giving industrial resilience with a side of lightning bolts.
With that in mind, pop culture relevance is strong. Ed Boon's cameo cements the handshake between the games and the movies. This sequel adds to the new wave of video game adaptations that treat source material like a feature, not a bug. I want future installments to go harder on character interiority. Give me Jade's guilt spiral, give me Kitana juggling crown and conscience, and yes, give Johnny Cage space to be a clown and a closer. Pearl Urban can handle both. Obviously. Next time, we're talking the future of video game movies, what's working, what's cursed, and which franchises should absolutely stay on the loading screen, honey.
Okay, we covered a lot. Embrace the weirdness, pick your battles, and if a Thunderguard recruits you, at least ask for travel per diem. I'm Emma. This was Emma Spills the Tea. Stay bold, stay curious, and remember, strategy over brute force, always. Later.